I guess all this talk about Laverne's cop got me thinking about my own cops. I've hung out with, dated 4 cops over the years. Cops tend to be very similar. They have very similar personalities. I guess the job brings out certain aspects to a personality. But I don't really want to talk about them today. I want to talk about this guy I met when the internet first came out. I think it must have been shortly after. His name was Billy. He was in college and he lived with his mother. His mother had some health issues and he was surprised how much I knew about health and the advice I was able to give him to give to her. He obviously loved his mother, and I loved that he loved his mother. To make money, he sold videos, bootleg videos on the street. That should give you a good idea of how long ago it was. The first couple of times that we hung out, he just wanted to talk. He had a lot of questions and he was just very curious. That, I have to say, was very unusual. For a year or two, we dated pretty regularly. We weren't exclusive because neither one of us wanted to be in a relationship at the time. I don't know what happened, but we stopped seeing each other. A couple of years passed, and we would talk on the phone and all that, but we really wouldn't see each other. He was kind, funny, smart, so I didn't want to lose touch with him completely. But, I probably moved on to something else. One time when we were talking on the phone, he told me that he wanted to become a cop and had joined the police academy. I remember thinking it was a terrible idea and went out of my way to try to talk him out of it. Some more time passed, and then when he called again, he was a cop. He moved out of his mother's apartment in the Bronx and bought a starter house in Staten Island. Every time he called, I noticed that he was changing. He started dating some girl and he really liked her and she had a baby and she wanted to move in and he wasn't sure about that, but I just wanted to get away from it all. I didn't like it. A couple of years had passed. Something had happened to me and I wanted something to protect myself. I wanted bear spray or mace or something like that. I figured if anyone would know about that stuff, it would be him, so I called and I asked. This time, I hardly recognized the person on the phone. He was completely different. So different, I thought that I accidentally called the wrong number and somebody was playing a trick on me. The hot young Puerto Rican guy I had come to know was no longer there. He didn't want to talk about his mother. He didn't want to talk about anything. He just wanted to talk about how horrible the world was. He used the N-word over and over. He used the T-slur over and over. When he came over to drop off what he bought for me, I asked him about this observable change in his personality, all the slurs he was using, and my concern about it all. Now, he wasn't having it. He didn't want to be questioned. He didn't want to be challenged. He went off on me. Every time I said something to him, he'd call me an EDP. After he left, I looked up EDP, and it stands for Emotionally Disturbed Person. That pissed me off, so I called him. I'm the emotionally disturbed person? You're the one calling everybody names, hating everybody. I mean, you're the emotionally disturbed person. You're projecting. I didn't talk to him after that for a long while. And then right around pandemic, I guess the Black Lives Matter protest, he called to check on me and we got to talking. Now, his job in the department was to be one of those cops that breaks down the door when you're not expecting it. Hearing that was all I could take. I mean, I knew after that I would never speak to him again. I didn't want anything to do with him. I couldn't understand what kind of person breaks down the door while somebody's sleeping. It seems crazy to me. I guess the point of the story is just to say I watched the police department turn a very nice, kind, sweet guy into an animal.